Hello everybody, welcome to It's Alive, where we talk about horror movies. Today, I'm going to be ranking the Nightmare on Elm Street movie series. Now this is not including Freddy vs. Jason, but if it were here, it'd go on B tier because I think it's a very fun time and a good movie. Anyway, let's get on with the ranking. First up, of course, we have the original Nightmare on Elm Street. S tier movie, iconic scenes, really good plot, really good acting for the most part, and we have Robert Englund as Freddy, of course, which is always great. We have Johnny Depp, and some really good characters. The kills are iconic. The kills are great, you know, they're fun, sometimes gross, and it's a revolutionary movie that really changed horror as a genre, and even movies, and people sometimes, because some people got traumatized. Next up we have, of course, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. I know a lot of people don't like this movie, and I know it has its flaws, but it's still not a bad movie. I'm gonna put it in A tier. It's a good movie. It's a very fun movie, and you know, Freddy being in a teenager's body is kind of a new idea. I mean, obviously it's the second movie, but it never got revisited, so it feels kind of fresh every time you watch it, and yeah, it's really cool. There's also really likable characters, and honestly, some of it was kind of bad, but for the most part, it was good. Next up, we have Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. This goes into S tier. I love this movie. It is probably my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I love that it's set in a mental hospital, and the characters are really likable. There's also some really great kills and really iconic moments.
What's wrong, Joey? Feeling tongue-tied? I said, where's the fucking bourbon? You should listen to your mother.
The dream scenes are kind of cool. Some of them are kind of bad and cringy, but for the most part, they're really cool. The acting is fine, and yeah, it's a good movie. Next up, we have Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. This goes in B tier. As a sequel, it's fine. Really iconic scenes once again.
Wanna suck the face?
No.
But that could probably be said for most of these movies, if not all. There are many problems, and some of the movie is kind of boring, not gonna lie. Of course, Nancy is sadly gone. She returned in 3, but sadly died in 3, which was very unfortunate because she's a really good character. 4 was fine for the most part, but it doesn't have that little hint of Nancy in it, and you know, 2 obviously doesn't, but it has another good character. This doesn't have bad characters, but the characters aren't, you know, amazing. Next up, we have Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. Now, I can't even see what this is. I'm gonna zoom in because I want to figure out what the hell this image is. Okay guys, it is a stroller, I believe. Now, this movie is gonna go into D tier. It's pretty bad. It's, I mean, it has its moments, and some moments are really cool and really nice.
Help me! You are what you eat! See any family resemblance? Feeding time. Soul food for my boy.
But for the most part, the movie itself is kind of boring. I think it's a little bit worse than the Dream Child, but Dream Child's still pretty bad. Sure, it has a few iconic scenes and whatever, but for the most part, the movie's pretty boring and has some pretty bad characters, and the acting is not that good. We go into these weird backstory parts as well, and it's just stupid in my opinion. So I just realized that I wasn't recording for a bit. My apologies. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go back through my reasons of these rankings. So this is boring. Yeah, I don't know if I really ended off with that, but yes, this is boring. So yeah, Wes Craven's New Nightmare is a B tier movie because the plot is really nice and the story is really good, and I love the concept, and the execution was actually pretty good. There's a kid actor that isn't that good, but it can be forgiven because, well, it's a kid actor. There's some really creative stuff in it and some really nice kills, and really good moments. It's really good seeing the actors kind of just play themselves, like in This Is the End.
Sip time.
And then the reason why I put Nightmare on Elm Street Remake in E is pretty self-explanatory, but let's just get into it. First off, the acting, not that good. Really? At this time, you had to make noise. For E tier. Seriously. Okay. This movie's E tier because the acting is bad. Not necessarily like terrible, but it's pretty bad. Okay. The acting is well, questionable sometimes. It's Jackie O'Haley does fine.
Here I come.
So Jackie O'Haley, you can kind of tell he cares about the movie and wants it to, you know, work, but the other actors and everyone else involved, yeah, I'm not so sure. The fact that they make him to be a child predator is just stupid. It's clearly just not Freddy's character, guys. He's a killer who cracks jokes, and he tries to crack jokes.
How's this for a wet dream?
And the jokes, they just don't hit the same as Robert Englund Freddy Krueger, and in fact, you know, they kind of copy / pay homage to them, but it's just not the same. And overall, the movie is just bad. Like, it's not boring, and there are some kind of cool scenes, but the effects, the acting is not that bad, but everything is just pretty bad about this movie, and it remakes it in a pretty bad way. So yeah, this is my Nightmare on Elm Street movie ranking. If you guys agree, tell me. If you guys don't, tell me what you guys will change. And yeah, please click subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when I upload a new video, which hopefully is around every week. Not a specific date, but yeah. Also, really quickly, please subscribe to a Psychic's new channel. The link is in the description below. Check it out.